Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the Daytona 500, the biggest race of NASCAR. Just happened yesterday. It started earlier than usual at 12:30, or actually at 1 o'clock, since 12:30 was misleading. But yeah, I'm gonna be going over the entire race, everything of note, everything that was noteworthy in this race. So yeah, I already did the truck race and the O'Reilly race, and now it's time for the main event, I guess. So yeah, let's get right into it. Why not, right? So the race started up pretty interesting. Like I said earlier, start time than usual. So the sun was out. The sun was out. It was beaming down at Daytona. And on lap 5, you had BJ McLeod, I think, blew a tire and then get around and sideways, collected William Barron and some others. I think it was Gregson and Casey Mears. Kind of a minor wreck, nothing really too much, nothing really too, like, horrible happened in that wreck, so now let's move on there. Stage 1 kind of went clean and green, I'm pretty sure. Zane Smith ended up winning Stage 1. I think at some point you had Keselowski and Kyle Busch have a crazy save. They came off of 4, I think one of them got loose. Actually, no, Kyle Busch got loosed, and it forced Keselowski to the inside, and he came in, and yeah, they saved it, so pretty cool there. And for Zane Smith, that was his first ever Stage 1, and the reason why him and the Fords got a lot of good finishes in Stage 1 is because they had a really creative pit strategy. They just did not come in. Because after the BJ McLeod clash, after the BJ McLeod crash, I think you had people coming up the road. I think everybody came up the road, but they were able to stretch the fuel to the end. And there's another example of that later on. I'll talk about that one later on. But the Fords clearly just saved enough, and they got the Stage 1 points. So that's pretty cool there. So that's pretty creative. Then in Stage 2, you had a couple of big wrecks happen. Connor Zilic and others got into a little wreck on lap 85. Routine wreck there. I mean, it's Daytona. You're going to see one of those at some point. Welcome to the Cup Series, Connor Zilic. It had Dylan, it had Briscoe, and I think somebody else. I forgot who it was. But yeah, welcome to the Cup Series, Chase Briscoe, like I just said. Then after that, yeah, on lap 124, you had the gigantic slow one. The big one, but the slow one at the same time, because this wreck was a slow burner. What had happened here was that Justin Allgaier basically kind of blocked Denny Hamlin, because Denny Hamlin had to run. He got a push from Ryan Blaney, and Allgaier put a block, and that collected, 17 cars, I think I heard on the broadcast. So that's unfortunate there. I don't want to say rookie mistake by Allgaier either, because Allgaier has been in the sport for 10, 11, 12 years at this point. So yeah, you just can't make those decisions. That's a rookie mistake that a rookie should. All right, that's a rookie mistake that should not have been made by Allgaier, honestly, because the experience he has, I feel like he would have known to not make that mistake. Well, I'm not gonna really dump this on him. It was an accident, obviously. So yeah, it was a mistake. Everyone makes those. We're all humans. So yeah, big one happened. So yeah, and then I think Stage 2 went, and I forgot who won that stage. Oh, it was Bubba, I think. I think another caution came out. I'm not too sure. Was it this wreck? 65 plus 65 is. I think this wreck ended the stage, so I think Wallace won on. Did he, right? Why is it? Why is this the only thing I did not write? Yeah, he didn't win Stage 2 as a result. So yeah, and then Stage 3. So the race honestly was very enjoyable up to this point. I'm not gonna say it gets extremely worse, but the race kind of gets borderline boring in this final stage. So yeah, fuel saving has been a big trend for super speedway racing since last 2 years ago in the Daytona 500, where it kind of got kickstarted. I think even earlier they've been doing that, but I don't know. I don't know. It was going on for 60, 50 laps here. And yeah, it was cool for the first 15 to 20 laps, because I was like, oh my gosh, the lap times are slow. Like, how long can they do this, or who will get the biggest advantage of this? And after the first 15 to 20 laps, it just got boring. It was the same thing. They were going to commercial left and right, and nothing would happen. I would just check Twitter. Nobody's tweeting because nothing's happening throughout the race. Every time they came back from commercial, it's 3x3x3, the same things. They're all going 50% throttle. So yeah, that's that there. And then after that, the green flag stops that came in as a result of that fuel saving, because the stops, they didn't come in with 40 or 30 to go. They came in with 15 to 10 laps to go, which that was another insane thing there. And they were weird too. You had very little groups coming in, groups of four, groups of 3, and then one big group of 10. It was so weird, and as soon as he cycled out, it was so weird. There's a bunch of little spots on the track where you can see everybody, a bunch of little groups on track, and they all merged together. And during that merging, everybody was on the edge, like every single time, every single turn, it was somebody getting loose or somebody nearly wrecking the entire field. It was just such a bizarre sequence, honestly. And then, as a result of that bizarre sequence, during the merging, Hamlin and Bell get together and they crash, which Toyota really did not execute well on pit road at all during that time frame. So yeah, it's unfortunate. There, Bell and Hamlin wreck. Hamlin was in that wreck with Allgaier. Surprisingly, stayed in the race. I'm very surprised he didn't get damaged from that big one, but he ends up getting hit pretty hard. He finished the race in 31st, I believe. Him and Bell tangled, and that's that there. So now you're setting up for a finish. But hold on, Michael McDowell is in the front of the field right now, and Michael McDowell, I have no idea how he saved about 65 laps worth of fuel. I think even more. He made it to the end without running out, I'm pretty sure. So that's around the entire stage. The entire stage. The fuel window is 34 to 35 to 40 laps, maybe even lower than that. I don't know, but it was insane how McDowell saved it that much and still made it to the end. That was pretty insane so much. So that was pretty insane. And then the final restart happens. Pretty tame, and then at the end of it, all hell breaks loose. Final lap, Carson Osberg crosses first. You had two separate wrecks happen here in turn one, which was insane. Hocevar goes around, collects Jones, and I don't know who else. It was a different car. But him, Jones, and somebody else went around, and then there was an even bigger wreck behind him. That was the big one, and Fox didn't show it, which, come on, Fox. This was honestly, Fox's broadcast, by the way, was very well done. This entire race. The Fox broadcast was very well done, and they ruined it at the end of it. No, they didn't ruin it. It's just they made one mistake, dude. They were so close on having a near perfect broadcast, but that ending was unfortunate there. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, the big one happened. It was kind of a hard-hitting wreck, which makes me wonder why didn't they throw the caution if it was that bad of a wreck. I think, I don't know, and it happened in turn one too, and it really surprised me that NASCAR didn't throw the caution there. I mean, I like the consistency. I like how NASCAR this year is already starting off with letting things play out the way they do, and it's set up for this all-timer finish. But at the same time, somebody could have gotten hurt in this wreck because of how hard the hits were. I saw this Twitter video. I think I've already showed it on the edit. I already forgot. Dang it. Future self editing this video. Did I already show the wreck? I'm hoping I did, but yeah. Yeah, pretty good amount of hits. Apparently somebody caught air, which I did not see in that angle. I'm gonna have to look at it again. I don't think anybody actually did. I think that's just a rumor somebody started. But yeah, okay. Okay, getting past that wreck, only 6 cars remained in contention. I think the other 2 caught up somehow because of how aggressive everybody was. Chase Elliott getting pushed by Zane Smith. Riley Herbst and Tyler Reddick working together. And then in turn 3 was single file. The 35 and 45 work together. 45 goes up top, gets the 38. And side by side with the 9, he has too big of a run. The 9 cannot block it. And Riley Herbst turns himself on the front bumper, Brad Keselowski, and then literally everybody except Reddick wrecked. So yeah, that was an insane finish. I'm happy for Tyler Reddick. Sucks for Chase Elliott though, because my God, he was this close, and everyone was like, oh my God, can he do it? Can he do it? Can he be another champion to add his name into a Daytona 500 win list? And unfortunately, it just couldn't happen there. Tyler Reddick, congrats to him, but damn, that's unfortunate for Chase Elliott there. So yeah, let's go over the top finishers here. I mean, Tyler Reddick got the win. Congrats to him. He's not in the playoffs, thank God, because usually if you won the 500, you would automatically qualify for the playoffs. My hair sucks today. I'm sorry. You would automatically qualify for the playoffs. Not this year. Not this year, thankfully. Ricky Stenhouse got 2nd. Joey Logano got 3rd. Chase Elliott got 4th. Brad Keselowski ends up with 5th. Zane Smith ends up getting 6th. 7th was Chris Buescher. Riley Herbst was the top 10 to start off the year. That's insane. He can legitimately go back-to-back top 10s next week because they're going to Atlanta next week, so that's pretty cool there. Josh Berry got 9th. Congrats to him. And Bubba Wallace runs out your top 10. So, yeah, overall, the race, I enjoyed it. The fuel saving was a little bit was very boring, but honestly, that's going to total out to a 3.6 out of 5 for me. That's equivalent to about a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. So yeah, solid 500. This is definitely the best Daytona 500 of the Gen 7 era. So yeah, pretty cool there. With a great finish too, because the 2022 finish, it was cool there as well. 2023 caution came out, 2024 caution came out, 2025 red cap and stale finish. This finish was honestly like an all-timer, honestly. So yeah, pretty cool there. Pretty refreshing to see a good Daytona 500 finish, now that I think about it. So yeah, 3.6 out of 5. That's going to do it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Goodbye.